Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another round of AF1. And I think we've managed to stream all 4 races of the weekend at last. For the first time in quite a long time. We are live, of course, for AF1, the crowning achievement of AF at the end of the week. For round 4, Singapore AFGP at Marina Bay Street Circuit. Practice has just finished. So this is where I do a little bit of cinematic stuff while we wait for qualifying to start. Let's get rid of the intro graphics. I remember doing this for AF Asia Season 2. It just looks so cool. Season 1 when we went here. This is the second time we've used Marina Bay in AF. Of course, after AF Asia Season 1. Practice has just finished, as I say. We have, I think it's about 22 drivers, I think we've got today. Ready to go around the track. It's going to be really, really fun. 30 laps, one of the longest races of the season. Normally races around 45 minutes, but because Singapore is such a long track, time-wise, to do a lap, it should take more like an hour to do this race. And I can't wait to show you guys around in the Formula Supreme. These cars can really fly around here. I don't know what magic stuff these drivers have been able to find. I did a little bit of practice earlier. I can only get down to a 54. Some of the top times were in the 47s. No idea. Absolutely no idea. It's a really good looking mod, yes, absolutely, Mattia. And look at that. Obviously, we'll take you around the track on an onboard hot lap once qualifying gets underway. So we'll go for a little flying view while we wait for qualifying to get underway. Better to be in the server and just sort of throw the free camera around and wait with a black screen, you know. Plenty of overtaking is going to be available today. No DRS like there would be in F1, but you have got push to pass as usual. 10 uses of 10 seconds each. How's this going to work? If we do the traditional overhead, no, that's not really going to work. It's all in dark now. Power problems. What if I zoom in? That's a bit better. Okay, let's see if there is qualifying ready to go. We've got 2 qualifying sessions as usual. Both 8 minutes long. The top 10 from the first qualifying session go through to the second one. This is the part where Mythic comes in and says, Josh, are you starting the server? No, it's not my job. Why am I doing it? Qualifying. Yeah, okay. Okay, it is. I literally just went onto the screen and saw that. Wow, that was good timing. Let's unmute and hear from Mosquito.
Hello everybody, it is me. I'm back for commentating. I was missing 2 previous rounds because race control. So hello again.
We get to breathe. I get to breathe this week.
Yeah, I will help you. I'm
gonna get rid of the chat box today.
We're gonna do the Call of Duty lobby, as Mattia once said.
All right then, I'm looking forward to this. What do you think? Who do you think is going to be a surprise today? Any surprises?
A surprise in track like this, you know, like very, let's say, narrow, fast street circuit. Everything can happen, right? Because this is it. One driver can clip the wall and take somebody else, and you know, make something unusual. So I don't know. Like I think maybe Juan will do some, I don't know, good moves. Like, you know, I expect a lot of like safety cars and maybe cautions, so he might get some positions. Maybe Joao, he likes street circuits. I remember him being pretty good at Monaco in AFX, for example. So he might also have a really good, you know, ground to do it. And then we have, for example, you know, like very obvious person to, for example, win the race, like Jens. He was doing pretty well in the weekly, I think. I can check the statistics if you want to. In the meantime,
I'm going to say Mike Blast today. I think this is going to be the day he pulls through. He finally,
yeah, he struggles a bit.
Breaks through. He's had his moments. He was in the fight for the win in Fuji round 1. I think today could be his day. I'm rooting for him.
Yeah, that's
what this championship could really do with is a 4th person in the championship fight. Oh, it's going to be tasty. Let's go through the championship table quickly before Yet starts his first flying lap. People are saying you're looking quite sad. You sound quite sad, Mosquito. You're right.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just quite like uh that's my tactics for the race. Like I just
Be
save my
sad.
energy, right?
Oh, I see. Save your energy. Okay. Okay, fair enough. There's the top three standing. We've got Jens Bates in the lead on 64 points. Max Janssen is second place on 61, and Jack Olivier is coming up there in third on 27. Best of the rest already after only one race taken part this season. But we'll run on more with Jens for the first lap of the Marina Bay Street Circuit. On for the front straight. Fairly short pit straight. You've got to keep all the way to the right, all the way down. You can use a bit of the yellow tarmac on your right-hand side. Brake about 80 metres, or even 50 metres from turn 1. Use loads of curve on the inside. And through turn 2 and brake for 3. While turning, he's got the rear a bit loose. That's going to be really tricky through turn 3 for all the cars. Keep left through 4. And wait for the last possible moment to turn through 5. Late apex gets a really good run. Try not to tuck the curbs and the barriers on the left-hand side. You want to back straight. Turn 6 is kind of a nothing corner. Again, all the way to the right, wait for about 100 metres, or even 60 metres, brake for turn number 7. A left-hander, watch the curve on the outside, it will hook you and get yourself wedged. Turn 8, one of the slowest corners on the track, a tight right-hander. Immediately pull it all the way to the right-hand side and swing left through the corner of turn 9 that opens up and down towards turn 10. The Singapore sling, the flicking left-hander, third gear corner. Pull left as early as possible for the tricky chicane at turn 11 and 12. Really tough curves that really unsettled the car. Turn 13. Tight left-hand hairpin. Again, one of the slowest corners on the track. Out on the power as early as possible. Up the straight. It's the third DRS zone in Formula 1. No DRS, as I say here. Brake 100 metres for turn 14. Quite a wide exit on this one, so be sure to use as much of it as possible. Jens kind of doesn't there. You're braking while going through turn 15, and then you get to turn 16. The first of these chicanes. There's 3 of them. 16 and 17, the PK corner, there's PK's crash on the left hand side. Through 18 and 19 under the bridge, you could see many people locking in the end of the barriers here under the tunnel. Turn 19, done and dusted. 2021, the final of these 3 chicanes. Careful, use a bit of the curbs. You can use a bit more curb on the exit there. There's a bit of room there for you with the wall going backwards. And then 22 and 23, double left-hander, and to the start-finish line once again. Jens Bates with 2:40. Wait, what? 2:50. That's it. His lap was invalid, of course, because he went wide at the 3. But Jacques Gerhard does put in the first valid lap time at 47.9.
So they are already faster than the weekly pace. I'm checking the results from the weekly. People were doing in the qualifying. It was I think Bradley did 1 minute 48.754. That was the fastest time.
Yeah, we did a weekly here. I forgot about that.
We did the weekly with the same car. Yeah, exactly. So this is what I'm like referring to. I'm checking the possible times. Then Bradley, I think, did 1:46 in the race. So it is possible Jens was 2 seconds slower, I think.
Yeah,
and also
plenty of time.
And also I would like to add chase Adam, because Adam is saying that I'm not reading the chat. I'm reading the chat. I was just like checking other stuff, but I'll be looking from time to time. Also, just you don't need to start the stream for me just yet, as it is qualifying, but remember to do it for the race, okay?
Oh yeah, I forgot. I'll do it for cute. You have a spot in the server. You have a spot in the server, by the way.
I have.
You have. You can join.
Perfect.
As Jack Olivier goes to pole position with the 1:47.5. Sorry, this isn't pole position. The top 10 go through. There's not a lot of time to set your best lap. 8-minute qualifying session with a 2-minute lap. That gives you basically 3 timed laps, or 2 if you want to do restart, go back to the pits and reset your fuel. But I don't think a lot of these people will do that. Who's on a good pace at the minute? Joao Guerra is just a purple second sector. He's coming to the 20 and 21 now, the final chicane. That's a bit better with the apex on the exit, or the exit curb. Jens Bates went to the top of the times, 47.1. Janssen spun Joao Guerra to P2, 47.4.
With second and the third fastest sector. First one is not his best, so he can even improve more.
Yeah, we're getting a similar situation that we did yesterday in AFX. We're not getting a lot of people setting representative times. We've only had 11 of them so far. That's half the field, with 2 minutes left in the session. Betzmer's not going to leave this. He's not going to do another lap. He thinks he's safe. Filson and Vivos are both spun. They are now not going to be able to start another lap. So Vivos is already on the danger zone. Bertrand goes to P6. And Alexander Surt, I would say, is really good lap time. P7. Taiwanese driver who's still on another lap. It's looking pretty good, his lap, actually. He's did a personal best at second sector. Nobody else really setting up the timesheets alight, other than people setting personal bests, those that haven't set a lap. We'll look at Mike Blast. He's coming towards... Oh, he's locked them into turn 18. I told you that would happen. I said that was going to happen. I didn't think it would be real. There's a few drivers that have decided to leave the pits again, even though they haven't really got the time to. Alexander Tsert has stopped. Well, so has Max Janssen again, but I think that's because he's left the pits and realised, actually, I haven't got the time. Mike Glass will start his final lap of the session. It is a valid lap because he didn't go off the track, but it's a 54.2, so it's not really one that he'd want to be proud of. Let's have a look at Juan Gutierrez through turn 10. The Singapore Sling will run aboard with him through this section. Over the curve at 11 and 12. A bit of a lock up into 13. And there's a spin there, if that's Bulbasaur that spun there. He's on the cusp at the minute, is Bulbasaur. Only 40 seconds left in the session. He's not going to be able to start another lap. Rapidy's into the bits as well. So he's not going to improve either. Ruben Andrade pushes Bulbasaur out of the top 10. P8. But Rapidi, who has spun and is in the pits, he's on the bubble now. There's still plenty of drivers. That one hits the wall there. Nash is in just in time, so he'll be starting P23 and last. Bonavane, P2. Oh, it's getting spicy. The last 10 seconds. Juan's not going to get to finish and start another lap. Charbatron improves P6, so he should be safe, I would think. I reckon he's alright. Juan does improve, goes P10, only just. 48.7, pushes Rapidly out. V-Wolfs is next. No improvement. No improvement from V-Wolfs. He stays P14. Bulbasaur, he spun on his lap, so he's not going to be improved. Trader Joe is next. He's currently P19. Good lap. Or at least certainly improvement, but still P15. Jack Olivier is next. He's definitely safe. He's P4. He doesn't need to improve because no one's going to knock him out at the times. There's not enough people behind him left to start a lap. No. Mike Blast, currently P20. There is so much more pace in that car. Have I already cursed him at the start by saying he was on? He had a good shot.
You did.
I shouldn't have doubted him. P9. He's into Q2. Lucas Weber, Lucas Boyschel, P20, and Daniel Wolf, P17 at the minute. He will be the last person to finish a lap. He's 1.8 seconds down at the minute. It's a bit of a rough turn 17 there. It doesn't strike me with much hope that he's going to get a decent lap in. Charbatron, Geha, Batesman, they're all on laps at the minute. They don't need to be. And Batesman shouldn't be anyway. I'm surprised he is.
I think I did very good pick with João Guerra, as you know, I just said he's pretty solid on the street tracks, and it turns out to be true.
Yeah. No improvement from Daniel Wolf keeps him in P6. That's actually P17 actually. But we have our top 10. Mike Blast is through to Q2, so my predictions are still intact.
Okay, that's good. Juan is not, so my predictions is not really working, but he's P11, so it is pretty solid for a good result.
My big surprise there is Alexander Tur. Coming out of nowhere, because this is his first race in AF1 this season, and he's coming I think that's actually P7. No, it's P8. Sorry, it is P8. There's a couple of people that aren't in the circuit. Might be P8.
Also, Philson is P7.
Yeah, Philson P7, but he's had a really good weekend. AF3 and AFX have both been great. Actually, he won in AF4 on Saturday.
Yes, he did.
I think we found our new Smurf, ladies and gentlemen.
He's from the, I would say, Austrian racing school. And what I mean by that is that he is the friend of Ben Yeager and Dahuba, which are pretty fast drivers. So,
yeah, we have a bit of an Austrian diaspora growing here.
Yes, and they are all friends from real life, so that's pretty.
Oh, that's nice.
Good combo. Yeah.
So that's if Q1 we have our first top 10. Sorry, you're going to say something, Miskin, then?
No. You know, I was just going to say I know that he won AF4 because I was in this race and a lot happened there. Also, I would like to mention I didn't spun in T2. I just got dive bombed. As you said in the stream, I just got spun and I lost position in the points. No, I just got dive bombed.
I'm hoping here that Mythic checks, because I realise I forgot to add the whole starting grid checks.
And also, Fern was writing to me that he is not added to the server. So I
He
just asked him
is. I
when
definitely
he.
added him.
I don't know. He said he couldn't join, but I said
I've got him on the entry list here.
ask Mythic if you can, if you can start at the back of the grid, because Polly was already going right when he started writing to me. Like it was 3 minutes to go, so bit late to start the lap.
He's
Uh,
definitely on the entry list. He should be fine.
okay.
I don't know why he's not being able to join.
So
Okay, we got the people. We got everybody ready. You should be able to start the quality session, and we have.
yeah.
No, that's a 2-hour practice session. That's not it.
Yeah, it's 2 hour practice session. People are leaving, so I will notify you when it will be ready. And I also joined the server, so I will be able to follow some action.
Actually, do you want to just double check with Mythic what's going on?
Yeah.
Hop into
Sure,
the other
sure.
voice chat. Oh, it's fine. Sorted.
I think it's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, it's fine. It's literally the second you left, it's like, oh, it's there. It's fine. And you're included as well. So go and join.
Yes, finally. Finally, you are going to hear some emotions from my voice as we progress to the.
Well, you'll be able to see things now. You'll be able to keep an eye on what's going on as well.
Yeah, and I won't be like 5 seconds in the back, so it will be good. Like last time, it was like somebody's spinning, and you're like, whoa, and then I'm like 5 seconds later, whoa, look at this. Because it was like slight lag at some point.
Okay. Just a few seconds left until the session starts. Fairly short queue for the end of the pit lane. There's normally everybody waiting. We are underway. Batesman has a look at getting past Gerhard to get the front of the grid, but he won't. So we're underway for Q2. 8 minutes to decide pole position for quite a tough race on our hands over the next hour and 15 minutes, let's say.
Yes, Vivolve's mosquito hype, of course. I'll be hyping, but just give me a moment to just
Oh my god, that grid is
start
wonky.
my system.
It's wonky. Who designed this grid? It's completely off. Look, that's sort of parallel to the straight. It's weird. Who designed that? Didn't realize this went downhill as well. That's, okay. Anyway, let's follow the gaggle. Oh, no, that's me. Let's follow the gaggle at the front as they come towards the Singapore sling, turn 10. Bonavane has already gone into the wall at turn 8, turn 3. They barely have made it out of the pit lane. Oh no, it's actually disconnected. Something's wrong there. Hopefully he can come back in time. But all the other 9 drivers are out on track, preparing to start their flying laps. All nicely spread out, I notice as well. That's very handy. Dirty air. I'm not entirely certain how much of an effect dirty air has. But based on the closeness of the racing, even at Mexico City, I don't think dirty air is that much of an issue. But we will ride on board with João Guerra. Maybe even driver's eye view. Let's go for driver's eye view as we head on to his Q2 lap, his first Q2 lap. Watch him spin it.
Joining the server now.
Start. Oh, okay. Easy on the throttle on the exit. That's very good. Very interesting. We'll get you on the live timing so I can let you know who's doing the best Sector 1 times. On to the back straight with João Guerra. First sector coming up. .8 for João. Trounced by Jens by beaten by Jens by half a tenth of a second. Anybody else faster? Jack's found another 3/10 on that, 30.4.
Mike Glass currently is having a second sector being the fastest one.
Mike Glass did that on his outlap then.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, it's kind of valid to be fair. It's kind of valid.
I mean, it was like, I don't know. It looks legit.
Second sector times coming up soon. Joao with the first one over the line, of course. Here's the line. 41-1 in the second sector.
Yeah, so he did very close to that sector. So
very close to Mike Blast. Yeah. Jack got the fastest second sector time at the minute. 40.9. No one else in the 40s. So Jack seems to be the strongest candidate for pole position so far. We haven't seen what Mike Blast can do yet in the second sector. He was good on the outlap. 41.6. Actually, that's quite a bad second sector for Mike Blast. I need to stop talking about him. I'm cursing. Oh, Shroud right on the edge through turn 22 and 23. 47.5 is the first time from Drauguer. Jens Baseman behind. A tenth faster. What about Jack Olivier? To pole position. 46.5. Here's Mix Janssen. Goes P4, 47.7. Charbotron is next. P2. He's on the front row with the 47.3. Very good lap from him. Filson is next. Goes P6. Mike Blast, 48.1 goes P6 instead. Ruben Andrade is next. We had 7 times so far. P7 for Andrade. That just leaves Alexander Tse, who goes P8, 49.7. Bonavane is a lap behind the rest of the pack, so he'll be on his first flying lap now, or about to start it at least. There we are, 2:49.0. Which kind of puts Bonavane off strategy. He's only going to have two flying laps. Yes, my stream is much cleaner this time because I've downgraded to 30 frames. Going on measly 30 frames a second.
That's good. Okay, I think everything seems to be working. Okay.
Jack's going for an even faster lap. Purple first 2 sectors. Drauguer looks to be the most improved. Personal best in the first 2 sectors so far. Everyone else is doing sort of an orange first or second sector. Final corner for Joao then. Currently P4. Any improvement? Doesn't take much to get him to P2. He does go P2. 47.314 as Bertrand spins. He's got 2.5 minutes, so he needs to get out there pretty quickly. Jens displaces Joao onto the front row of the grid. Jack Olivier pumps in a 46.2 that blows the lot of them out of the water. 8.5 tenths to P2. What can Mike Blast do? He's done personal best first 2 sectors. He's coming to the final couple of corners. This could be a top 4. No, he stays P6, 47.9. He's into the 47s now. Philip Bauer is next. He's made no improvement. In fact, his lap was invalid, actually, in the final sector. What about Max Janssen? Drauguer won't be setting another lap time in this session. No improvement from Max Janssen. That's because he did a purple final sector, but he invalidated the first 2.
Talking about Jack, you can go even 1 tenth faster because I'm looking at the times established in there.
He can go 6 tenths faster according to the times and according to the second
Yeah, but I'm comparing it to weekly. In the weekly, it was like 1 tenth even faster than what Jack did as a possible time achieved there. It was like 46.1 something. So you can even cut more time there.
Everybody's saying invalid laps here, so I think this qualifying session might end in a bit of a dud. There's only a minute left, and I don't think everybody's going to start another lap. Filson might, so we've probably got Andrade who's starting a lap now. Tse is starting a lap, so it's Batesma. Bertrand will be starting a lap soon, and Mike Blast as well, but behind that, maybe Filson, not quite sure. Janssen and Olivier almost certainly won't be starting at the lap. Olivier was on an out lap. In fact, his is invalidated, and so is Max Janssen as well. Mike Glass has done a personal best second sector, so we'll keep an eye on him as he has to turn 18. He's locked up again. We can hear you eating. We can hear the
sorry.
fork. We can hear the fork.
Full experience.
I think Mike Blast won't be improving on his lap. He won't be improving from P6. He's coming to the line now. He has improved slightly. No improvement from P6 though. 47.932. But he could be a lot further up that grid, probably P5. As Filson goes P8. Mike Glass could have gone in top 5 if he hadn't locked up, I think, at turn 18. That seems to be his downfall. And Janssen just got to the line in time to start a flying lap. So everyone back to Janssen. We're still going to have plenty of laps coming through. First of them is Bonnevain. Finally sets a lap. No, it's invalid. Bonnevain will be starting 10th on the grid. Charbatron crashes on his flying lap. He will start, at best, 4th place. Andrade will be next. He's coming towards turn 18 now. Hops it over the curb. Currently P7, 2.2 seconds off of pole position. We still need to find about 6/10 to gain any positions whatsoever. To the final 2 corners for Andrade, right on the edge of the curb. Good line through there, does improve, stays P7, 48.4. Jack goes purple in the first sector just to troll everybody. Alexander Tse, P9 at the minute. Final 2 corners for him. A lot of curb on the inside of 22. Unsettles it a bit, but goes P7. Excellent lap from Alexander Tse. Again, my driver of the day so far, definitely a contender. Mike Blast. Not great in the first 2 sectors, but he will gain a lot of time if he doesn't lock up at turn 18. Which he doesn't. But a lot of time to be found now. Let's see what he's got in these final 4 corners. 20 and 21. And then 22 and 3. Here we go. Any improvement for Mike Blast? He's got to improve on a 47.9. Does improve. 47.7. Still stays P6. Only about 700 off of Janssen and a spot in the top 5. Jack Olivier is next. He's done purple in the first 2 sectors again. Will this be a 45? No, it's not a 45, but it is over a second faster than anybody else. Max Janssen behind. Improves, stays P5. Joao Guerra will be the... Bonnevain managed to start another lap somehow, even though he crossed the line after the checkered flag was out. He goes P6. He will start P6 on the grid. He's displaced Mike Blast for P6. Joao Guerra goes to P3. And that is your qualifying session complete. Jack Olivier starts on pole position alongside Jens Batesma. Did you expect anything else? Joao Guerra starts 3rd alongside Charbatron. Then row 3 is Max Janssen at Bonnevain. Row 4, Mike Blast and Alexander Tse. And row 5 will be Ruben Andrade and Philip Bauer. Mosquito, any comment from that?
Any comment from that?
There's a lot of commentating for me.
Charbatron being P4. This is quite interesting. Because he might have a shot for a podium. I think. And then Mattia is also saying that since he is like Charles is driving for a 2-bull team, Mattia is saying maybe he will replicate the Singapore 2017, which might be interesting.
I'm scared now for turn 1.
Yeah, I imagine like sandwich between, like, for example, Jack, Jens, and Joao. That would be crazy. Like it happened in 2017. But it might be interesting. Like turn 1 will be 100% demise because maybe not turn 1, but like after that, turn 2, turn 3, certainly somebody will mess up the whole section and just make some collision. And I know you waited for that word, so I just said it. So that's gonna be definitely interesting experience. I'm totally waiting for that. I'm just checking if the server is up, but it is not yet. So we'll.
It's not. I think I need to do it. I forgot to do the whole transferring people between sessions, and because I ran out of time. And
yeah. Sure.
So on it now.
And also, since I'm here and you are streaming, I'll be able to do driver of the day voting. So that's good.
Lovely.
Because some people are asking why are we not making it before the race? But because sometimes we have unexpected people joining, like Alexander Tse, for example, right? Or Fern, I think he just signed up like last couple of, I don't know, minutes or something before the server setup. So I remember Lowy in the season, I think it was season 7, when he just with Dallara, when he just joined, like he wasn't meant to race and he joined during the quali. So, or like on in the race, there are some people like this. So it would be not good if not including them in their voting. So this is why we do it mid race. Let's check it.
I think the server was up, but it might not be now. It's apparently set
I'm
to open practice, so I think that's gone wrong somewhere, so I just need to sort that out. Apparently that's set up for a race for 34 people. Is it, though? I'm not convinced.
I'm also interested in one fact. Ali is in the chatting channel, so he's not racing, right?
No, he's
Yeah,
got no race today.
yeah. He doesn't do AF1. Okay, yeah.
Ah, there we are. The server is up. So in we go.
Yeah, there's countdown. Yeah.
So we've got the usual top two at the front of the grid. Jacques Olivier trying to make his way through the gain back all the points he's lost by missing the first two rounds. Obviously drop races are coming into effect at some point. Is this going to be a Jack track or a Jens track?
I think Ian's track.
And qualifying has clearly shown otherwise. Is tyre wear going to be different this race? We saw a few people doing 0 stops at Mexico and it working quite successfully. Is it going to be the same thing today? Thank you, TTV Mason CDD, for following.
It depends on how much the tires are struggling, for example, in like heavy braking zones, because Singapore definitely have more braking zones than Mexico, so the tires probably will be working harder, I think. So it might affect it. I don't know. I'm not an expert in Formula Supreme, so I don't know how it will. How the tires are being affected by braking and so on. But maybe a couple of people will do pit stops, but I assume most of the field not. There will be safety car one or two times, I think. So
Yeah,
maybe not.
absolutely.
Maybe not.
Was there how many safety cars were there in the first race in 2008 in F1? Was there just the one, or was there more than
Uh,
one?
or let's check. Let's check.
Because I think if there was just the one, I wouldn't
The one with
necessarily
Piquet,
call
I
that a
think.
100% record in Singapore because, PK.
Yeah. That's the thing. But wait a second. Uh, So there was one in the 14th lap, and I don't know if there were more. I can rewatch the race. But wait a second. If I just gonna do uh, save.
Damn, this game looks good. I thought I'd just leave it on this view for this sort of vista for a second. But quick, 'cause I need to go through the grid.
Yeah, two safety cars, I think.
Okay, so it's still 100% record. Anyway, time to go through the grid. For the Singapore AFGP, we'll go back to front here. I'll try my best on this. Roman Nesh starts alongside Ben Hayes at the back of the grid. Then we've got Lucas Weber. Oh, that's helpful actually. P22, P21, there we go. Row 10, Lucas Weber and Imran Shaikh. Row 9, Laggy Racer. As at is Robert Kinnable and Daniel Wolf. Row, I've lost count, 8, Trader Joe and Vivos. Row 7 is Jake Feemster and Bulbasaur. Row 6, Rapidi alongside Juan Gutierrez. Filson starts P10. Then Ruben Andrade 9th. Alexander Tsut 8th. Mike Blast 7th. Bonavane 6th. Max Janssen 5th. Charbatron 4th. Joao Guerra 3rd. Jens Batesma 2nd. And Jack Olivier starts on pole position.
I have to admit, this Mac livery looks good. It's better than I thought it will look.
Most of the skins look good, just not that one. You know the one I mean.
Yeah. The one completely disgusting. I won't say the name of the team.
It still bugs me that the grid is off-center.
I mean, you know, it's like the Kingsley scale. Nobody is 100% straight, right? uh, but
Wow, okay.
eh,
That's
yeah,
weird. But anyway, I can put that
yeah, it's
well
very
aside.
specific
Saved
joke.
by the lights. We are 20 seconds away from the light here in Singapore. Carnage awaits at turn 1 as we go to the lights.
Okay, let's see how this is going to happen.
It looked like it was a jump start from Ben Hayes at the back, but it's a good start from Jack Olivier. A really good start from Joao Gecko, who's going to challenge for P2 and maybe even P1 around the outside of Jack Olivier at turn 1. He's a bit forced off track there. Everyone gets away pretty cleanly through turn number 1. I need to switch to the right view here. It's Olivier that has the lead from Betzma. Gecko third, but challenged by Janssen, who goes around the outside of turn number 5. Who's already been... Bertrand is already challenging Joao Gecko to try and make his way back. Bulbasaur has crashed out in the back. Down the inside goes Jens Space with a full-on dive at turn 7. Olivier keeps the position, but has to go off track to keep it. Betzman's not going to give this one up without a fight. Neither of them are. Bonavane has dropped about 4 places towards the back. We've got 3 cars off in the background. That could be a safety car. I see 4 cars there, so I think we're under safety car conditions. We are indeed. First safety car, it took us to turn 9, turn 8.
Oh, it was pretty good. Like,
That's pretty good, yeah, for
more
Singapore.
optimistic than we said it is. Like I thought, turn 3 maybe. So let's go through the field maybe. Let's see progress. So the driver who lost the most positions is Rapidi. He's currently P20 and lost 8 positions. Then we have Bonavane, lost 6 positions, P12 currently. Then Lucky Racer, so Robert Kinnable got 8 positions. He's P10 currently, and it looks, you know, very good for him to get even more positions as we are under safety car. So after the safety car, he might, you know, like he might lose some positions, but he can also get like 3 or 4 positions if he will have a really good restart. So I'm looking for him. Then we have Joao Vicente Guerra, who lost his P3 for Max Jansen. Max got 2 positions, and he is looking pretty solid for top 3 positions. I don't know, maybe even 2.
I say also a shout out to your man Juan. Made 3 places off the start from 11th to 8th place.
Yeah, he did.
First
He did.
start.
And Mike lost 1 position, so our
Why is Juan not catching? That's what I want to know. He's not catching Andrade. He's actually gone off the track there. Nobody. Hayes and Vivolf have decided to take pits. Huh? What the hell happened? Why is Juan following the safety car and not the top 7?
Yeah.
Juan leads this race apparently. Mythic catch the right cars, damn it! Wrong people!
I'm confused. Like I'm looking at Juan and there is a safety car.
Bruh. Out of absolutely nowhere, Mythic has decided to completely disregard the entire top 7. There we go. It's being fixed now. Burnt my lander much.
I don't understand. Man, this is absolutely crazy. This race is looking very good. This is looking to be fun. We had a little bit confusion with safety cars in previous races, so
yes, yeah, the usual levels of AF1 safety car shithousery. And Mythic's foot! Mythic's foot! Safety car! And we got it! Hey! Hey, Mythic! He's stuck! He's stuck! He got stuck!
silence for Mythic.
Okay, so this is now a virtual safety car.
I'm in the chat. Oh, I can't breathe. Oh, yeah.
Oh, the greatest of AF1 safety, the greatest of safety car spins has been fulfilled. As Mythic spins the safety car at turn 9 after clipping the curb.
Killed Mythic. I said we've seen a couple of safety cars.
Oh, that's embarrassing. Oh boy.
Producing. WTF texting and driving, yes.
Let's breathe because I need to save some energy because I have no drink with me for the next 28 laps, just like all the drivers. Andrade spun at 18.
Oh
No,
no.
that's a screenshot. He's gone deep at turn 18, so that's him out of this. He's parked there. He's going to have to go to the very back of the field. But we should be going green very soon. Olivier coming to the final corner. We'll have a look at his rear view, because that's going to be the interesting one to watch as we pull to the restart.
Are they going for another
No,
one?
I think we are actually going to stay another lap under yellows because there's still a huge gap. Alexander has spun off as well. Where's he gone? Why is he gone? He's crashed into a few people. Bonnevaine's off. What is happening with his safety car? Andrade's involved. They've all gone to the back of the field. What happened?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like Andrade, Alexander Bonnevain also spun on the starting.
It's still a VSC. Why is Mythic not leaving the pits? I mean, maybe he's got a teleport penalty, but we've got another lap of safety car. And there was still a huge gap between Mike Blast and Juan.
Let's see how... okay, so we have only one restart zone for this track, right?
Well, yeah, it's a safety car, so they all go on the front straight. Always.
Yeah. That's gonna be one interesting race. We are already after the safety car crash. Maybe they are doing PK, you know?
What a weird race this already is. We're only on lap 3. We've had 2 random safety car deaths, plus the safety car dying himself, so much that he's had to teleport to the pits because he got stuck in the barriers.
Yeah, this is what you get when you drive and text. So, you know...
Shalbatron can do it perfectly fine. He's doing it in the Twitch chat right now from P5.
Yeah, I know.
But then again, he only has to drive at like 80 kilometers or 120 kilometers an hour rather than full racing speed on one of the busiest tracks on the calendar. But in any case, we should be getting going at the end of this lap. I think if anybody had known it would last this long, some people would try and take their mandatory pit stop. No, they don't even need to make a pit stop, but I would...
there's
another one,
Oh, there's a huge chance.
If you're going too slowly, you can pass. Trader Joe has had to teleport. He's actually disconnected. What in the shit is happening with this safety car? This is the most chaotic and ridiculous safety car period I've ever seen. AF4 was able to conduct themselves yesterday. I said it. I
don't know if you just saw that, but like Trader Joe, I think he got launched
I'm ready.
in
I'm
the
waiting
air.
for the restart here.
He got launched in the air, and because I was looking at him, yeah, he was like flying, and then Lucas Weber hit him, I think.
Okay, we're going for the restart now. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
There it goes. Green flag is out. Good start from Jens. He's pulled away from Max Janssen. Jack's going defensive already on the inside of Jens. He swings around the outside. He's got the position. He's gone a bit wide though. Almost loses it on the curb. Jens takes the lead. Max Janssen is already waiting to pounce on Jack Olivier and make his life even harder. I think they did almost touch there. Let's go for a front view. There we go. And onto the back straight we go. Push to pass should be enabled. Jens used to push to pass on the restart, which is a pretty good move, I would say. But how close is Jack? Will he make a move on Jens into turn 7? He's looking close enough. He looks to the inside. He does not. Oh, he does dive for it. Jens lets him through, but he's left the door open for Max Janssen. He's coming down the inside. Status quo maintained, I think, unless Rao has anything to say about it. No, he doesn't. There's a few messes about going on further back in the field. Lucas Weber and Phipps are coming together. Danny Wolf involved as well.
Oh, there will be contact. Oh, almost. Lucas, Danny Wolf, yeah.
Let's switch back up to the front here. Going to the twisty sections of the track. Max Janssen is holding onto the back of the top 2. Almost gets rear-ended by Schwab. That's the lock-up. Alex has dropped another 2 places down to 18th now. His day is getting worse.
Yeah, he jumped on the curb a little bit and lost 1 or 2 positions there. Then he returned from the Bonnevain and got overtaken again.
Imran Shaikh on push to pass, currently P10, trying to get around the outside of Filson into turn 14. I'm not quite used to them as yet. Turns, there's too many of them. Oh, and Shaikh spins it in through 16. He's going to be stuck there for a while, I think. Wait for everybody to get through.
Yeah, he's
Now he can
rejoining.
go. He's going to rejoin in last place. Filson, meanwhile, already making some more gains. He's looking on the back of Robert Kinnable, who's made an excellent start to this race. He's up to P8 already, down the inside of turn number 22. Robert Kinnable goes wide. Olivier set the fastest lap. Filson already pulling to the left. He's already got Jake Feemster trying to come past, and he has got past quite easily. Oh, no, he hasn't got past.
Oh.
Bulbasaur goes around all of them.
That was really good dive.
Filson and Laggy Racer both too wide through 3, sorry to interrupt there. They both go wide, just leave the door of Jake Feemster, who's already taken one position off Filson. He's still side by side with him, actually. I think F5 cam's probably the best one here. Track cameras are a bit disappointing today.
A little bit, yes.
Many people on push to pass. Danny Wolf is going to go almost 3 wide with Filson, who gets blocked by Feemster. A little bit wide goes Wolf there, but he's kept it in. And he's up to P11. Max Janssen at the front of this race is already losing ground to the top 2. They're staying within a second of each other, and Janssen's dropped over a second.
Filson making a move on Daniel Wolf, I think. No, not yet. Not yet. But
Not just yet. I'm going to look at Jake Feemster actually, because he's quite close to Laggy Racer into turn number 13. He looks for a dive. Laggy's just a bit too far to the left for the door to be reliably open for Feemster, but he's got a much better run out of turn 13 than Laggy Racer has. Down to the left-hand side he goes, which is the outside of the next corner. Not going to work. Switch backside opportunity though. Laggy Racer's got a bit deep there, and Jake's just going to swoop on by. He's got the inside for 16 now. And
in the meantime, Filson had a better exit of the previous corner than Daniel Wolf. Oh, he's almost found the curb.
Bonavane and coming together there. Down to within half a second now, Olivier to Batesman. Just like we saw last week in Mexico City, these guys will not, aren't afraid of a battle. Yet Batesman half a second faster than Olivier on that lap with a 48.7. Lucas Weber spun. And he's got nowhere to go on the exit of turn 21.
Filson already on his opportunity to take P11, not just yet, as he battles with Daniel Wolf in the meantime.
Ben Hayes is having a bit of a ding-dong battle here on his way through from the back of the field. He's already 14th from last.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does indeed. And oh, a little bit wide, I think.
On the back of Rapidy. Have a look, a real look down the back straight here. No push pass for either of them. They both got it. They both used it at the start of the lap. Ben looks to the outside now. He was going to looking down the inside. Rapidy's gone nicely in defensive. Good run there. Meanwhile, up front, further up, Wolf down the inside of Filson. Runs him out of road there. Filson thinks better of trying to force his way through and stays behind. Wolf's gone deep though. Filson could make a move into turn 10. It's a bit of a risky move, but it is possible. Still looking. No move there. Behind that, no change of positions here. As Bonaway makes it past Alexander through turn 9. Garbertrand still looking at a P4. Just ahead of him, about half a second ahead of him, in fact. Plenty going on through the field through this fourth race. Filson looks down the inside of Daniel Wolf. They do come together, but they both keep going in the same direction. That's forwards, by the way. Ben Hayes just behind, ready to pick up the scraps.
There's also Vivol's P15, so stealing the points.
Vivol's looking strong, certainly. He was a bit further back in the field, wasn't
he? Yeah.
Charles had looked like he was going to have a really good run on Drauguera there. Down to with a quarter of a second. Could have made a bit of a push-to-pass move down the front straight, but decided against it. Partly because he went a bit wide there. Hayes is side-by-side with Daniel Wolf down the front straight, using push-to-pass to help.
On the previous corner. So this is why Ben is...
a bit deep, but he's taken P12.
Yes, he does, and he's not looking back. I think he will be... Yeah, he's pulling away. The gap is increasing.
Your man
it was
Vivols
3 tenths,
is
now
on the
5.
back of this.
There's Rapidly pretty close to them though. 2 tenths, and then Vivo's making a movement rapidly. Whoa!
Oh, huge crash! I think that's a huge crash there. Daniel Wolf's gone deep into turn 7. He's in the wall. I did also notice that Juan, I think, went deep into turn 8, so he's been passed by Bulbasaur.
I think it was Vivos who was trying to go pretty late on brakes, and he managed to push Daniel Wolf off track, but I might be mistaken.
Vivos did pass Bonavane there. And Bonavane's already looking to find a way
Yeah,
back.
he was P13 at some point, so he was trying, like, I think, making a dive bump, and Daniel Wolf got tangled in that, so it's
Bonavane's a lot far, isn't quite where he is, where he should be in this season. He's been good this season, but he just hasn't got the pace today.
In the AFX, it was quite similar. I know that the cars are different, but he's pretty fast driver and overall, and I think in most of the categories he would do good. Although he was struggling a lot in the.
Oh, there's been a change in the lead. There's been a change in the lead. I didn't even notice it.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Jens taking the lead. I didn't think it was close.
Yeah, it was like 5/10 for like most of the race. So I wouldn't.
I thought it skipped over a second. I didn't realise what happened. I don't know what happened there, but Batesman has taken the lead of this race, and I can guarantee Jack will already be looking to make a way back past. This is Assetto Corsa 1, by the way, Matteo. Hello. Jack seems to, through the slipstream, and some push to pass. Easily past Juan into turn 7, but goes way too deep. Gets too excited by the speed, but Juan goes deep as well. So Jake's going to keep that position just about. Oh, but he's been punted by Juan.
Jens pulling away from Jack. It's 1 second now. That's pretty solid.
We're going to keep an eye on that one. That's going to get very interesting as we head later into this stint. I would expect no one's going to take a one stop. No one's going to take a no stop. Absolutely. So I'm expecting most people will be hitting around 14 to 16, that sort of range. A few people might take 17 if they're lucky. Nesh has spun off. He's stopped at turn 6. 7. Is it 7? It's 7.
Lucky Racer having the fight with Filson.
Everyone's having a battle with everybody at the minute. I can't quite keep up. Peterson and Gutierrez have changed positions after another battle. Aggie Race is looking on the outside of Filson, as you see here, into turn number 14. He's got a good run there.
Because Filson was P10 at some point. And now goes down to the inside, a little bit contact. Oh.
Ben Hayes is here. He's ready to take your places. Oh, actually, Rapidly's going to take Ben Hayes instead into 18. It's still side by side through 19. Hayes keeps P12 for now.
Rapidly having a bit loose rear, but he managed to keep the control.
He's feisty, Rapidly is today.
Yeah, he is, and he is looking for another good result. I think he was.
This could be an easy pass to
Rapidly in the first race. He was P6, I think.
Yeah. Some of these drivers have shown pace through certain races.
They have pace, but they do mistakes. And it just damaged the final result. Like, you can be fast, but if you just do one mistake, especially in the street track, you can lose a lot of time.
Ben Hayes is surely going to try and get past Rapidly again. He squeezes into the wall! Oh, very close there. I mean, he's got all the track to the right-hand side, but he got to the left. Oh, looks down the inside. Cheeky little move from Ben Hayes. It's not over yet, though. Rapidly's got the inside through 8. Oh, again, they're still side by side. This is such good racing with the two of them. Ben goes across the curb and loses out. Here comes Bonavane out of nowhere. Oh, from Bonavane.
Using the opportunity.
On his V-Wolves as well, and Alexander Tut. This is a battle for P12, and you'd think it's a battle for P1. It's amazing. Rapidly goes deep into 12.
Down to the inside now.
No! I think it was net code there. Bonavane's facing backwards. Oh, Ben Hayes is spotted himself! Oh no, that's 2 cars gone.
Oh my god.
He can get away before Lucas Weber gets here. And that's the end of that. I called it. It was a great battle. It's over now. Andrade comes together with Revolves at turn 14.
Imran Shaikh also spun. I don't know what happened there.
He's
look at the front.
last in this race. Andrade's struggling with the rears.
7/10 in the front. Jack still has a lot of time to decrease to get to Jens. But
he's holding firm at 7/10, sort of staying roughly stable. Oh yeah, Mystics actually left the server. That's not good.
If something will happen, I can do like.
I wonder if if Mythic got like a 20-minute penalty for teleporting like Lucas did back in the day.
Oh.
That would be fun.
But that crash was
Nuts. That crash was nuts. But
like I can hear you screaming and I just see Mythic stuck in the wall, almost like Pika.
I think Discord didn't even. Oh, Bonneman goes to the inside.
On the way.
Switch topics there briefly. Oh, that's a bit.
Oh, Alexander!
Oh, did he hit? I think he did hit Vivol's there.
He did.
Reversing across the track.
He's chosen lesser evil, I think. He moved from the track, so Bonnevein didn't crash, but
No,
then...
rule 1 is hold your brakes. Rule 1, if you spin, you hold your brakes.
Yeah, but I think if he stayed where he was, he would take them both. Because he was in the middle of the track, and there was very little space for... on either left or right side. So that may be why he was trying to move, but... hit Vivos. I don't know if he has damage. You've tested the car, I think. Is the damage making the car slower, or it's just?
I don't actually know. I don't actually know, to be honest. It probably would a little bit. This race is full of surprises.
Oh, Vivos very close to the wall. I was watching.
Everyone's really close to the wall. It's a street track. Let's have a one-on-one.
I know, but I was like extremely close, like centimeters away, like one maybe.
Laggy racer going a little bit wide there at turn 22 reminds me to let you know all about track limits. I think that's going to be a bit of an issue today. Could get a few penalties. There's 30 laps, so it's entirely possible that some people could come. Oh! There's a quick moment. I'm not surprised, but I'm not looking. Oh, Robbie Kennable.
You know what happened? I was looking at it. Robbie Kennable was going quite slow and rapidly just ran into his rear.
Oh, okay. It looked like Ping from out of the corner.
Yeah,
of my eye.
It might be. He was very slow. Rapidly was looking like he was in the other category. He was like 2 times faster.
Andrade spun. He's facing backwards on the exit of. Oh, here comes like.
Oh, no.
Andrade spun on the exit of 7. And it comes Lucas Faber just to compound Ruben's issues. I think Oh, Lucas is dead! Oh, Lucas saved it there. Brilliant save. I think a half-race safety car is entirely... It's definitely a possibility.
Yeah, it is. In AFX, for example, we had a safety car at the half of the race. In AF4, we had the safety car 3 minutes before the race. So if the drivers will continue to drive in packs of 3 or 4 drivers, this is definitely possible. Also, you can, have 2 packs of 2 cars in 2 different places at the track, which can also trigger the safety car, right?
It's getting close to it. It's getting close to that point where we could get. I think tyre wear is starting to really have an impact, and you want to keep those tyres going until half race distance because a 2-stop will kill your chances.
This is what I said about the braking zones, right? Like, you brake a lot harder in this track, so you might do more mistakes, and this is a street track. One hit to the wall and you can easily spin. At least you don't die in the race. But
yeah, there's not damage in the sense of you'll lose a wheel, but there is damage in the sense of 1, you'll be slower, and 2, more psychological pain. Your tyres will be warmer, and you could end up being a roadblock for other people.
Oh, Ollie.
Hence the safety car. Damn it, Holly.
Yeah.
Holly is bored on a Sunday night. Donovan and Andrade change places coming towards turn 7. We'll switch back to the front to Filson and Gutierrez battling for P9.
And Ben Hayes trying to get close to Rob Kinnable, but not just yet.
I'm surprised by Rob
Jack
Kinnable. He should be a bit higher in the race. I think he should be a bit higher as well.
Jack Olivier currently 6/10 of Ian Spetsma. It is looking quite stable, although they go pretty wide in last corner. So let's see how
identical times within 5,000ths of a second, those two.
Yeah.
Oh, Filson with a dive. Not close enough on Juan there.
but I think they are making a couple of cuts, Jack and Jens, because it doesn't look like they are keeping all the tires within the track limits. So let's see how this is going to progress.
Yeah. I mean, you've
Next
just seen
27.
Juan do it there. If you
much.
if you have 4 wheels beyond the track and the curbs, as Filson goes for a full-on dive, way
Whoa.
too deep, not gonna work.
Jet that moment.
Yes. Yeah, and we've seen it many times in Singapore as well. It's what happens. Yeah, if you go 4 wheels beyond the track and the curb, that's a cut. And if that happens to be faster, a Shabbatron. Oh, Shabbatron put it through! That's
Oh,
why he got really
no.
close. That's why he got really close. He went for a move in turn 10. Stroud's
Oh, in a
spin
very
turn
bad
failed because he
position.
hit the barrier while spin turning, so he's dropped down behind Mike Blast as well, and now Bulbasaur. So he's now P7.
Bulbasaur now is like the Forrest Gump of the race, P6, out of nowhere. Very good, very good.
And the lead's changed hands again! Jens is slow!
Yeah.
Jens went slow through 17! I think tyre wear is
Yeah.
becoming a serious issue on this track, and they've still got to go 2 laps before they make half distance. We're in for some shenanigans, ladies and gentlemen.
1.5 second gap
Yes.
to Jack.
Yeah, that wasn't like a one person going wide. That was a full-on save it moment. All kicking off.
It's increasing even more. I think what Jack is doing, because I've seen it in the previous lap, he is trying to be more aggressive and pushing. So he's pressing Jens to do a mistake, and it might happen. It might really happen because Jack is very good with the car control. He is very comfortable with late braking, attacking at last possible moment. Like in AFX Bahrain, he was braking. Like most of the people were braking at 150 marker in the first corner. Jack was braking 5 or 7 meters after that, and he was still able to make the corner. He's very, very comfy with making late moves, which is coming into fruition as he is 2 seconds in the lead from Jens Metzger.
Juan and Filson still battling out hard, approaching the half race distance here. Juan's holding him off just about, but they've still got both plenty of attack push to passes to use. I'm surprised they're not using them. As Ben Hayes has had a spin at turn 2 and 3, that's a big spin. What happened there? It's a huge spin.
Riley said apparently the server is lagging a bit, and people seems to be from like live timing.
Everyone's crashing into, a lot of crashing into walls. I'm not seeing any lag issues on the server, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, me neither, but oh, Laggy Racer is in the pits.
We've got Laggy Racer. Someone else was in the pits as well. That was Bonavane was in the pits. They've gone for an early strat. Likely
And
won't
Bonavane
work
is
out
being
for them unless they get
Ruben
another
and-
safety car. Oh, wow, I have to save it there.
Ruben Andrade is chasing Bonavane at the time we
Wilson's
are.
seen his opportunity. He's gone on push to pass and takes P9 off of Juan, but he's gone deep into 14. He's kept it though. He's kept the position. But now Rapid is on the scene. Is that a default skin? It is. So okay, I would say it's Filson's teammate. I don't think it is. It's just a default skin.
It is different skin. Rapidi doesn't have a team
He's forced
skin,
Juan into a
and-
mistake. He's hit the wall.
That was
He
a
only-
close call.
Yeah, he only had a little look down the inside, but it's completely spooked Juan. and forced him into
Rapidi
the wall.
jumped on the curb, almost wiped out Juan.
Yeah,
and now
running
they're
board there. A little bit of a tap on that rear wheel. Rapidly hasn't got a good run through 22 either. Guerra is into the pits on lap 14.
It's definitely gonna be counted as a cut. Like I can see both Juan and Rapidi going off the curb.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
These drivers will be begging to get rid of their first set of tyres. So Guerra's pulled the pin a lap early. Try and pull overcut, I suppose. Overcut, undercut, wombling free. I think it's undercut.
yeah, I think
Trying to jump
so.
in.
But his misfortune a few laps before might damage his race, but on the fresher tires he probably will come back to his previous pace, so he might catch up to P6 maybe.
Yeah, he might be able to jump maybe Feemster, maybe Bulbasaur.
Yeah,
If his outlap is really strong. Ben Hayes in on lap 14 as well.
but you know there can always happen one more safety car.
Jeez, Rafferty looking at the serious dive bolt. Wow,
I
there's
think
being
there
put
will
under
be
a
one.
ton of pressure here from, frankly, crazy moves that shouldn't really be happening. Jens is in, Jack is not. Jack going for a couple more laps. Undercuts aplenty as Alex spins at 14. Here comes V-Wolfs. Still plenty of fights going on in this race. Jacques Olivier on the push to pass, maybe looking for a fast in-lap to try and jump Batesma, who hasn't even left the pits yet. Bulbasaur's in the pits as well, lap 15. Fewer people than I was expecting coming into the pits on at 15. What do you think? I mean, we both said about the tyre wear. Rapidly getting to take turn 21, by the way.
Let's see, pit stops. So currently, I think like most of the drivers who did pit stops are like midfield drivers. The only top driver is Jens and Joao, but Joao is now fighting for no more than like P6, P5 maybe. So let's see how the rest of the grid will manage to manage the tires. Because for example, if you can race with used set of tires and still keep it intact, like in Jack's cases, he might be able to finish the race with it. But I don't really think so, because they struggle pretty much as we've seen in case of Joao, I think, or Daniel Wolf, Ben Hayes. So I don't know. Everything can happen. Like I'm really thinking that there will be another safety car. We are in the half of the race. It's a long race, so
Absolutely. We got Jack Olivier in the pits.
Max Jansen is why he's first on the
Because he's ahead of him in the pit lane. So Jens Space was coming around the final couple of corners now. Is that enough? Mike Grass takes the lead.
Yeah.
There's Olivier. Here comes Batesma. I think it's going to be close. I tell you what, it's going to be close. There is Olivier on the left of your picture coming through turn 1. Is it going to be enough for Batesma to take the lead? It's going to be really close. People is parked on the inside. Where's Olivier? They are side by side. Can we have turn number 3? Here it comes. Down towards turn 4. Still side by side. Batesman's got the inside through 4. They bang wheels. Olivier avoids the wall. Batesman has the lead. Net lead.
This is intense. This is like this is the season we've been waiting for, right? Like
Absolutely.
Jens and Jack battling together, and they are not teammates. They are really.
Batesman goes.
Oh,
that's Olivier. What a move! So blind drifting and sliding. Slides his way past. And takes the net lead. Mike Glass is 7 seconds ahead in the lead. He has not stopped yet. Max Jansen is catching this though. 1.7. He stopped at the same time as Jack.
Do you think he's like Mike Glass, for example, might be waiting for like possible free stop, like like possible safety car or something?
A cheap stop is unlikely, I would say. It wouldn't give him. It would probably give him P4 if he got it right. If it was timed right, but I think the damage is going to be significant now.
There's Imran Sheikh in the like in the front of Jack, so they might come into the situation.
He's going to be in the way, yeah. He's going to be in the way. And he's
Like
not getting
Mexico
out of the way.
with shiny waffles.
Yep,
Oh,
okay, that's one way. That'll do it. Yep. Facebook is so much more squirrely than Jack is at this point. Mike Glass is in the pits now. Thank you, Burby VR, for following. Olivier maintains the lead of this race after pit stop phase. We've still got 13 laps of racing though, and these guys are less than a second apart. There's plenty more to come. And Jens, I think the jet engine's been turned on in Jens.
Mike Blas leaving the pits. Let's see what he's going to.
Should be P5 for Mike Glass. Not bad for him actually today. All the top 3 on push past. Jansen's trying to catch up with the top 3 in time.
First one in the pits. First one in the pits.
Phil
Alexander still has spun, but it's safe place to rejoin. Okay.
battle's just going to keep on raging over the closing stages of this race.
Half of a second to Jack.
To be fair, they're both struggling a little bit with maybe rear tyre grip, rear tyre temperatures. They're sliding all over the place. Bulbasaur side by side with Jake Feemster around the outside. Oh, he's got deep there in the wall! Bulbasaur's in the wall!
That was quite late braking.
Both
quite
of them, I
late.
think. It wasn't a case of one of them trying to turn in and the other one couldn't. It was they both brake late. They're both in the wall.
Yeah. that was, I don't know, they were trying to outrace each other, but they did the same.
Yes.
Move.
I tell you, but you say he looks spicy and he's tuned in at the right time. This whole race has been spicy. The safety car even crashed. It's been that crazy.
There will be a clip of it. I'm sure our reaction is priceless.
About half a tenth of a second is the lap time difference between the top two right now. Olivier has the small advantage, but Jens is still there. Slipstream plus push to pass could be enough to try for a move, but there's no guarantee whatsoever, given both of these drivers' abilities, that a move is guaranteed to be successful if Jens were to try one. And you know the second Jens puts push to pass on, Jacques Olivier will respond with push to pass as well.
And the gap is decreasing. Now he goes for a move. Oh!
Just brakes a bit later. Rapidy's into the pits at last. I think he's the last person to pit. Maybe Bonavane actually, but he might have just come through the field well. So there's been a curve there and just losing momentum. Momentum is absolutely key, particularly through this tricky phase of the track where you've got to really keep it clean, keep it smooth. You have to take a couple of exceptions, a couple of risks, like that curve at turn 11. A good run out of turn 14. Don't spin your wheels up, that's pretty good. But Jack's got a better run, and he's going to pull away here. Both of these drivers now start to get the grip into their tyres. Takes a couple of laps after the pit stops. Tyres start about 92% grip, raised to about 100 after about 2 laps. And then they start decaying from there. Ruben Andrade has spun off. That's at turn 3. Charles Gecha, meanwhile, catching up to Jake Feemster, who's running P6. Is Jake pitted? I don't think he has. No, he has pitted. Jake's the blinder with the setup here. Alexander Tsert is the only person that hasn't pitted yet. 0 stop in a race like this would be absolutely insane, but I don't think it's going to happen. Batesman sets his personal best, 47.7, still 2/10 slower than Jacques Olivier on that lap. So more pace is needed, I think. Meanwhile, back in P12, Rapidi and Gutierrez battling once again. Good run from Juan through 11. Can he keep it through 12? Momentum flowing. No, not quite. Lockups from both of them, actually. They both go pretty deep, but no one's going to take anything out of it. They were both on push to pass to lead 2. No changing of positions there or any moves being made for now.
Betsma almost spun. He accelerated very quickly and he had to counter steer.
Oh yeah, the red mist is coming. Alexander Tsert has spun. He's off at turn 21. He's got plenty of time to get moving now. No one else is around him. Let's take a look at the battle for P6. Feemster and Geha.
Josh, look at the lead. Look at the lead.
Oh, it is 3/10. No change there. Oh!
It was for a while.
Oh, okay.
It was 3/10 from 5/10. Jens is chasing Jack pretty hard.
Yeah, Jens has definitely got the advantage on this particular lap, and it could swing the other way the next lap. Bulbasaur has gone way off at turn 7.
Let's look at the sectors.
There's battles here. There's battles here. What are the sector times like? Oh, there's a lap car coming in the form of Laggy Racer. Could spice things up a little bit. 6/10. Jens goes a bit deep there. Vivals has left the server. That's the end of his race. We've got a third DNF of the day.
Laggy Racer involved too.
Laggy Racer's in the way. I don't think he's going to get out of the way though. He's actually going to have to get. Oh no, he will jump out of the way now. There we go. Another personal best from Jens.
If the time is red, this is a cut, right?
Potentially. Yeah.
Yeah, because both Jack and Jens are having cuts in almost every sector, so they are cutting the track quite hard. Let's hope that the penalty system will work correctly. Oh, there is Alexander Tse in the way, but he will move, as we know it from the previous lap.
Very, very precarious. This is the bit where Alexander Tse really needs to be getting out of the way now, rather than trying to do it during a really tricky section. He is going to be in the way here. So this is Jens's chance. Well, Alexander is going to be in the way of Jack.
Jack might be annoyed.
Oh, he's going to get close and look. Whoa.
Oh. No.
Alexander will stay out of the way this time, though. Surely. Yes, he does dive out of the way. Excellent.
But the damage is done. Jens is pretty good.
I don't think any damage was done. It was just an opportunity that arose potentially, and it didn't work. Let's switch back to Ben Hayes to just appease his family that are watching. In the battle for the last point, Daniel Wolf goes way wide at 22. This is going to be Ben Hayes' opportunity for sure. He's got no push to passes left, though. He's going to make a dive for it down the inside of the turn one. Takes the position. Good move.
Wolf of the track.
Gap's down to 3/10 here for the lead. I gotta watch it. Jens is trying everything. He's going way wide. He's not using push to pass here, but he was 2/10 faster on this lap. This is true wheel-to-wheel racing. We're watching something amazing, something properly special. We saw it this time last week at Mexico City. We're seeing it again at Singapore. Let's hope it continues next week in Imola. Do join us for that same time. That is roughly 6:30 UTC. We normally start the stream.
And there's Max Jansen in P3, because we forgot to mention that he is still in the top 3 position.
His grip on the championship battle is slipping. This is firmly becoming another Jack and Jens battle for the title.
I mean, it was known from the beginning. Like, he won Mont Blanc because, like, it was his win in Mont Blanc was controversial. And Jack didn't start in first and second round.
I say Jens looks a lot stronger into the 13 braking zone than Jack does. He goes much more smoothly, he's much more confident on the brakes.
So just wait until one of them will make a mistake.
That's true. That's true. As amazing as both of these drivers are, mistakes are definitely happening, and it's caused both of the lead changes, I would say, in this race so far.
We've seen it before, we'll see it probably in the future. This is like, when you just do intense racing.
Almost gone deep through 7.
Ah,
here comes Filson. No, can't make the move. Gap's back out to about 4/10. We head down to the pit straight again. I think these drivers are going to be very close together. Ben Hayes has spun. Mythic's back in the server.
Oh, Mythic.
I think this is his 3rd, 4th time in the server, something like that. I think Lucas Weber. Yeah, Weber did spin on the exit of 4 and 5. So Daniel Wolf can take a position here, and Ben Hayes is again out of the points.
Let's look at the chat.
Ooh, but he's going to be coming back to the points pretty soon if Daniel Wolf and Weber keep making collisions, making mistakes like that.
I just like the one of the comments. Come on, Baron, be good for once, from his family. I think.
That's from his own family. I don't know if the Hayes family watched AF3 on Friday, but he did a phenomenal job.
Yeah, from the back to the. On which position he finished?
He finished 9th in the first race.
Yes, quite
outside
close.
I think P16 on the grid.
That's good.
And he was running really high in the second race. It's closing to a 2:10, so I need to swap.
Oh, they collided! Jack and Jens collided!
It's spun round!
Oh,
Jansen passed them! Ben Trump might even pass them at this rate. Where is Olivier? Oh, Olivier's been let back past. Alexander So it's right to get out of the way. That's a good move from Jansen there. Batesma, I think there was just deciding to let Jansen Olivier by, but Jansen is not going to take it the prisoners is not going to take any prisoners. He will go for the move if he sees it.
Jens was braking quite late. He punted Jack. Jack spun, so Jens let Jack to retook the position. So this is why he slowed down.
We often see that happening between those two, to be fair, when they do crash, which is rare, but he does let them pass. They do let each other pass when that happens. Because their advantage is so much that they can afford to do that. But in this case, not almost not enough. Bulbasaur goes deep again into turn 14. So Bulbasaur and Filson are side by side. Janssen is on push to pass to try and get past Batesma and squeeze out a second place that might keep him in the championship hunt here.
So you see, talking about mistakes.
I'm blaming you for that.
But
Ben Hayes,
everybody loves that.
back in the points. Passes Daniel Wolf for P15.
Seven times now. 6.
I mean, we've seen quite clearly through this race that Olivier and Batesma have a pace advantage over the rest of the field, including Max Janssen. So how long can is Max Janssen's time running out, do you think?
I mean, it depends on what will happen in the future races, for example. Because...
Oh, I just mean in this race.
In this race, I don't know. I think he will keep P3. Definitely he will keep P3, but the thing is, it depends on how many penalties the top will get. Like, I don't... let's see if he's making the cuts. Let's see.
So back to P8 quickly. Bulbasaur
He didn't cut.
on the push to pass to defend from Filson, who's also using it. He's gone deep though. Filson swooped past. Job done there. For another lap or so.
He's cutting the track pretty often.
Yeah, I'm
And
thinking this is going to be very interesting at the end of the race to see if track cuts could decide the winner of this race. It could end up being Max Janssen. If he ends up getting if it finishes at this point, Janssen would just need 2 fewer, or less than 5, and Olivier and Batesma get penalties as well.
Perfect.
Lockups again from these two. Neither of them get a clean exit.
And Bulbasaur 4 times to Filson.
I'm still watching the battle. It's really close between these two. And it has been for most of this race. It's great.
Especially with Mythic. He spiced up the whole safety car period.
Back up to the lead battle. Batesma's holding on 8/10 back. He'd blown his previous opportunity to pass Jack. He's running out of time too. He's got 5.5 laps to go in this race. But as we've seen, one mistake flips the switch.
Yes, Nemanja, we trust Alplan.
Oh, Jens got deep! Jens in the ball! Nicola Jens doesn't look at a 19. No move made. Jens keeps P2 by the skin of his teeth. That's partly it for his chance at P1. Alexander Tsert and Wolf are side by side just behind this battle. Wolf decided to cut the corner because, well, that's fair enough actually.
Do you think Max Janssen can overtake Jens on track if he will keep making mistakes? Because he's like very, very close right now.
He is, yes. He is. Another lap car on the way. That's Ben Hayes getting out right there. He's got the last point pretty much in the bag by this point. He's got 8 seconds over Alexander Tsert in P16.
Yes.
Olivier's on the push to pass. I've seen it. Here's the opportunity. I'm clearing off. He's got 2 seconds. Janssen, meanwhile, is using push to pass to catch Jens. It's less than half a second. It's 4/10, 3/10. Into the zone at turn 7. Nowhere near enough.
Jens has to be frustrated. This is 100% sure. Like, he makes a lot of mistakes in this late stage of the race.
Absolutely. We saw it last week in Mexico, even. Jens is trying these sort of chaotic moves, these desperate dives to try and get the lead. And in Mexico it worked until Jack reported him and he got a penalty.
Oh, Max is struggling a lot in this slow section. He had to correct.
Absolutely. We just lost Imran Shaikh from this race. That's our 4th retirement.
Oh!
Okay. I shat myself there. What just happened? I didn't take anything today. Oh, Juan down here, look down the inside of Andrade at turn. No, actually, Andrade looked down the outside of Juan through turn 22 and made the move. What a move! I'm a little disappointed in Juan today.
Oh, Juan is spinning!
Just as I was saying, I'm a little disappointed in him. He spun it and just proved it.
Oh my God. Timing, Josh. Timing.
That's the end of that battle.
3 laps to go.
3 laps to go. Yes. Jack's.
Oh, I just forgot about the driver of the day, but yeah.
Did you post the link in the end or not?
I just didn't make it. I was so focused on the whole safety car period and so on that I just.
We'll just do like
sorry, blame it on me.
Quick chat. Who's the driver of the day?
Yeah.
Driver of the day is back whenever there's 2 commentators in AF1, because one of them can do it while the other person talks.
Yeah. I mean,
Bonavane has lost in a turn at 17.
Oh my God, this is intense. And Max Jensen is also trying to do everything he can to get closer to Jens. He is banging the walls. He is very aggressive on throttle. A lot of steering wheel correction. This is amazing. He will try everything to reduce the gap to like at least 5 seconds, so he might get one if they will get the penalty. He's still in the penalty window, I think, so this is good.
He's still in the penalty window. Jeez. Is that what is required to maintain hope? He's still in the penalty window. I can still do this. Oh wait, I cut the track as well. Ooh. Oh, that's a problem. Yeah.
If he cut the track less, then.
If he cut the track less. Ben Hayes has lost all his advantage to keep his final point. He's under threat from Alexander Turk here. In fact, Turk set his personal best for the 49.3 on this lap.
If you ask about the driver of the day, I think Mythic.
I agree. I was going to say at the end, but yeah, I agree. Yeah, Jens is having to go a little bit defensive with his push to pass strategy, because Janssen managed to get under a second there. Maybe another small mistake was made. He's back out to over a second. Here comes Alexander Turk to nick that final point off Ben Hayes around the outside. It's the inside for turn 7. Is he going to go deep? He hasn't gone deep here. Good move. Ben Hayes is already looking to the outside. I'm going to switch to the F3 cam. I think another switchback and another switchback is necessary to get a move done here.
The fight for a point is very interesting.
It's good to see there's still these thrilling battles all the way down the field. Bonavane spun it again.
Oh,
he's kind of blocking the track there, but he's got moving just in time.
That was a close one.
He's run off at turn 18 there.
Been an Iron Max, but no change at all.
Sharbatron practicing pressing buttons, using his 9th push to pass in basically no man's land. Janssen's still pressuring Jens a little bit here. Maybe Jens is taking a bit too much out of his tyres. He's out for over 3 seconds on Olivier.
And he might have damage.
Within a second of Jens. Potentially.
Yeah, like he rammed the rear of Jack, so the front wing.
Janssen was 2/10 faster. I wouldn't say that's a damage related thing. I think that's just a Jens, maybe a tyres thing. Hayes is losing ground here. He lost the second half slower than.
Oh, Max almost lost it.
Who? Who was that?
Max almost lost it.
Max almost lost it. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. So I was so excited I just messed up the whole pronunciation. But basically, he smashed the throttle, lost the rear.
It sounded like you were saying mixture. It sounded like you were saying mixture. Alexander Lucas favourite battling P14. Sorry to interrupt there. Down the back straight. Ben Hayes is out of over a second, so he'll be taking advantage of any mistakes that are made here. And there was almost one there, very close. Whoa! That was close! Where's Ben's view? Here's Ben's view. He's got a front row seat for all of this. You can almost see the box of popcorn.
I spin it!
Don't eat and drive, Jen.
Good save.
Don't eat and drive, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Quan Ron, for following. I'm probably
Have you seen it, Joe?
badly. Hey?
Ben lost the control of the car, but he managed to save it.
Yeah. I just said that. I said he's got a box of popcorn. Don't eat and drive.
Ah, that's what you meant. Okay. Yeah.
Family showing their
keep
appreciation
up
for
with
saying
those
good
expressions.
save.
Yeah, I need to keep up with those expressions. That's why I'm here. Oh, there's somebody standing. 1-13. Not that good result I thought he would have.
I'm convinced Mex can probably take P2 here if he gets his final lap together, and with a mistake from Jens Bedzma. It's a second. Janssen was 5,000th faster than Bedzma on this penultimate lap of the race.
There's one difference. Jens still has push to pass.
And he's
Oh
using
no,
it now.
he's not.
He's using it now.
Yeah.
ACTV is weird. When it uses the last one, it goes blank. It doesn't show that he's using it.
Yeah. I mean, because I've seen like number one before I just said it, and in the middle of my sentence he just used it.
Yeah. It's on the back straight, so it makes sense then. Ben Hayes has lost ground here on Lucas Weber. Probably because the lap car involves Bertrand. Piling through. If Bertrand can get past Weber, there's a chance at a point here for Ben.
Stewart stream is going to be spicy.
This is spins. She almost did. I think the Stewart stream's going to be a little bit less. AF1's going to be the least of the Steward's problems tomorrow.
Yeah. AF4.
AF3.
AF. Oh, Maxi has hit the wall. He just.
Oh! The wall at turn 14. I think he was going for the fastest lap. I'm hearing from Bob Pasher in the chat, but Charbatron is nowhere near to take a shock podium. Ben Hayes, however, is really making the most of Charbatron getting in the way of Lucas Weber because he's down within half a second. There he goes, defensive through 17. Do I have to switch this? Yes, Jack Olivier wins the Singapore AFGP. Whoop-de-doo, back to the battle for the final point because this is still going on. Oh, they're both a little. Oh, Lucas gets a very different line to Ben here. He's planning it. Jens is already disconnected from the server. Uh-oh. That doesn't bode well.
Charbatron
Ben's almost lost it. I think that is going to be it. Lucas Weber will take home the final point. Ben just misses out on a point there. Max Janssen.
Josh?
Yes?
Mike Blast P5. So.
I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Max Janssen takes home the final podium place. It's the same podium again as last week. Charbatron takes home P4. Mike Blast will take home P5. His best result of the season. These powers are increasing. João Guerra will come home in P6.
Sadly.
Jake Feemster, P7. Filson, P8. Andrade spun, but it's not going to make a difference. Filson P8, Bulbasaur P9, Bonavane will finish P10, Rapidi 11th, Andrade P12. Gutierrez has already finished P13, Alexander Tsut finishes P14, Lucas Weber P15. Ben Hayes just misses out, as I say, with P16, then Laggy Racer P17, and Daniel Wolf P18. We have DNFs from Imran Shaikh, Vivos, Romanesh, and Trader Joe. And the driver of the day, Mythic. Driver of the day is by Mythic. We're showing a shining example of how to race the Singapore AFGP. And I mean that sarcastically.
Amazing. That was something.
That was something, yes. Well put. Yeah.
Like, the first safety car period must have been like the most chaotic we ever had in like AF.
For a while, yeah. I think
Maybe
since maybe even season 5 of AF1 with the Gothenburg
right.
race, where I said I kept getting punted and spinning, and yeah, such a
I need
tight
to watch
track.
that one.
We need to go back to that, right? We need to go back to that track at some point because that's a great race.
So, Josh, in the next AF1 season, maybe Jeddah.
I've been trying. I've been trying. Oh, no, not that one. I don't want that one. Is it this?
Yeah.
I don't want the interviews with my face on it today. Is it a different screen? Race replay. That's the one with my face on it. Don't want that one.
Okay, I'm gonna
Let's stream it.
check.
Should we bring in a couple of people for an interview?
Yeah.
Do you want to lead this one?
Maybe you just do the interview, and I will check if the results are already with the penalties.
Oh, that's important. Yes, absolutely. Let's get some people in, shall we? We'll get the podium finishers in. We've got. Have we still got? I think we've lost. Oh, Nemex is still here. So let's bring in the top 3. Jack Olivier, Jens Batesma, Oh no!
Yes.
Jens has left. I think there's some beef going on. Jack, could you fill us in?
Oh, there's no beef at all. So I don't know I don't know. There's absolutely no beef at all. It's just
Okay, because we spotted he left really early from the race, and he's left this as well.
Well, we talked a bit. He's a bit pissed off at himself because he made mistakes, but there's nothing between the two of us or anybody else. So.
Oh, I didn't expect there to be
No
beef
worries.
between the two of you. But thanks for letting us know.
Yes.
But we'll go to you, Jack. You once again. There's two weeks in a row. You've had an amazing wheel-to-wheel battle with Jens.
Yeah, well, it was fun. It's a bit unfortunate because like the track is not prone to overtaking, so like it resulted in me making a mistake at the start. So he got a position, and he made one, then I got the position. Then he kind of rear-ended me, but he gave me back the position, so it kind of stayed there. But it was fun, like trying to manage the gap because I knew if I made a mistake, I would lose the position straight away, and all the way around, if he made a mistake, he knew that I would pull away, maybe probably. So yeah, it was fun, but I prefer when it's tracks like Mexico where you can overtake all the time. I think it's more fun, but it was definitely not the type of fun which I enjoyed. So yeah, it was a good race.
Yeah, I think Imola's going to be more towards the sort of a mix between the two. Imola's a bit of a tricky track to overtake on. What do you think?
Well, yeah, the narrow section and all the middle sector, it's a bit hard to overtake with like these kind of cars. But then there's a big straight with a heavy braking zone where you can probably overtake, and there's also like kind of a hairpin where you can overtake as well. So like yeah, as you said, it will be a mix of the two. So I think it will be interesting because there'll be the challenge of staying behind, like we had today, but also the challenge of being able to overtake and defend. So it's a mix of the two. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, to be honest.
Excellent. And now to you, Max Janssen. Late on in that race, as Jack just said, the Jack and Jens both came together at turn 14, and then suddenly you were right in there. What was going through your head?
Yeah, I saw them fighting up ahead. I don't know what happened. I saw that Jack spun, and Jens, I think he waited on him. Jens let him past, and then yeah, the results stayed the same. But Jens made a couple of mistakes. He put himself into the wall a couple of times, but it's just so hard to follow and overtake on this track. So I couldn't rule him in and get P2, unfortunately. But yeah, I didn't have that much practice time as well, so I'm quite happy with P3.
Excellent.
I've just
Have you still
checked
got
the results.
have you got a result, Mosquito?
Yes, and I would say no changes at all. Jack Oliver 8 sessions penalties, Jens Betsma 11 session penalties, Max Janssen
What do you mean
13
that doesn't
session
change anything? That changes a lot of things, I think. That's a lot of
But
penalties.
if the session penalties are added to the time is the positions of the drivers is the same. Jack P1, Jens P2, Max P3, Charles P4, Mike Blast P5, Joao Vicente Guerra P6, Jake Filmster P7, Filson P8, Paul Bizarro P9, Bonnevin P10, Rapidi P11, Ruben Andrade P12, Juan Manuel Gutierrez P13, Alexander Tse P14,
Nope.
Lucas Weber P15.
No, there's
Ben
definitely
Hayes
there's definitely
P16.
changes. Let me stick those changes in. The most people got was 14 in that race, which is insane.
How much did I get?
13.
But have you seen the cuts of Daniel Wolf? 16 cuts, 60
Oh no,
cuts.
sorry, no, Daniel Wolf got 16. No, he got 14 according to this.
Yeah, but 60 cuts.
Oh, 60 cuts, 14 towards the actual result. Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But Jake Filmster, shout out to him. 5 cuts in the whole race, 30 laps.
Everybody,
done the-
Jake Feemster, Filson, I think are the only two that won't be getting any penalties at all.
Yeah, but I think if there is a session penalty, it should be added to the time, right? So
Yeah, I'm working on that now. Just the session penalties. If it's less than 4, they don't get they don't get any changes.
Okay. So it doesn't work automatically to. It doesn't adapt to
No,
time,
it doesn't
right?
add it automatically.
Okay, because I thought it does. Okay.
No. I actually have to add the penalties, which I'm doing now, and I'll give you an update on the results in a minute once they all come through.
This way. Okay. Okay. I'm slowly learning. People are also saying that the commentary is good, so yeah, we appreciate that. We're doing our best.
Thank you.
People seem to like our combo, Josh. I was working.
I'm focused really hard, just trying not making mistakes here. Laggy Racer, almost there. Laggy Racer 9, Daniel Wolf 14. So I can now confirm the results of the AF1 race today, before penalties as a result of on-track collisions. I'll leave it at that. There we go. Jack Olivier wins by 7 seconds. He got 8 seconds of penalties. Jens Baseman second with 11 seconds of penalties. Max Janssen third with 13 seconds. Charbatron finishes quite close behind in fourth place despite 6 seconds of penalties. If only he got a couple fewer, he would have taken that podium. Mike Blast fifth. Jake Feemster sixth. Joao Guerra seventh. Filson eighth. Bulbasaur ninth. Bonnevane 10th. Then Rapidi, Ruben Andrade, Alexander Tse, Juan Gutierrez, Lucas Weber 15th. Then Ben Hayes 16th. Laggy Racer 17th. Daniel Wolf 18th.
So not that many changes. Jake Filmster P6.
Jake Feemster seems
because-
to be the biggest beneficiary of that. I'm getting distracted here, so let's get back to Mex and Jack.
Yeah.
Obviously, Jack, you've missed the first 2 rounds. How likely is your championship challenge?
I don't really know, to be honest. It's not the main thing I'm focused on, honestly. But I don't know if I manage to good results each race. Like if I manage to stay in between P1 and P2, I probably can have a good shot at it, because like Jens had a P3, Max has had 2 P3s now. So like with drop races, it's possible that eventually, if I get consistent P1 and P2s, like could possibly be ahead. And also, like, it could be very close, and it could be played on fastest lap and pole positions. I think I've got every point I could have in terms of that, so that's in my favor as well, I guess.
Okay, and the same question to you, Mex. How's your championship challenge?
Bad. Well, the chances of P3 I think are good, but yeah, just top 2, P1 or P2 seems quite impossible, but you never know. Maybe something happens like in Canada, some glitch, But yeah, I think, how many races are there left? 6, 5?
4 rounds left.
Ooh,
We're at half distance.
ooh, it's getting quite close then. Yeah, I don't know. I think Jack has got 2 out of 2 now, so he's having a pretty good run. Jens also super quick. Those guys are so evenly matched to each other. But yeah, I think maybe P2 is possible, maybe P1 as well, but I think P3 seems reasonable for now, or seems obvious.
Excellent. Thank you very much, guys. We'll send you back now and see you next week, hopefully. Next week for Imola.
Yeah, thank you.
And I
Like,
think that's going to have to leave it for today.
Results will be up soon on the website.
Say
I'm
again?
working.
What did you say?
That the results will be up on the website soon. I am working on it.
Okay. Well, I can give you some of it. Jens Batesman will have 84 points. Max Janssen will have 77 points. Jack Olivier will be on 54, I imagine. Has he got fastest lap and pole as well? You got pole.
I will check it. Yeah, Paul he had, and the fastest lap I think also.
Yeah, he's
but I
got
need
fastest
to
lap
check
by
it.
6/10. So he gets the
Yeah.
full 27 points once again. So he's on 54. So we can take off one drop race now. We're at half distance. That means we take off one drop race. So the heads start to rack as I work this out. Jens Batesman will drop a third place with fastest lap. That will be 17 points. Max Janssen will be taking off 16 points for third place with no fastest lap. So that leaves us with 67, I think. 67 points for Jens Batesman and 61 points for Max Janssen and 54 points for Jack Olivier. There's your updated standings with one drop race. Obviously, there's a second drop race to come towards the end of the season. We'll stick that on after round 6. Second half of the season coming up. Imola is next week, but let's give you a rundown of what we've got coming up in AF next. Tomorrow we've got the Steward Stream. We've got AF3, AF4, AFX, AF1, all 4 leagues to look at. That's going to be a long one, I think. So do come and join that, because it's always fun when the long ones come around. Everyone gets all... It's funny. Thank you, Ironix Copa, for following as well. Next week, Friday, we have AF3's return for round 3 at Lago Maggiore. That's from Gran Turismo. Saturday, we've got AF4 at Kyalami. Thank you very much. And AFX round 2 at Zolder. And Sunday, of course, we have the return of AF1 for round 5 in Imola. But until tomorrow, it's goodbye from me and goodbye from Mosquito.
Goodbye.